Hello, everyone. My name is Dominique Gibson, and I'm excited to be in this course right now. A little bit about myself. I am a self-published author of 3 fiction novels and 2 nonfiction novels. The 3 of the fiction novels is An Orman's Revenge, An Orman's Fate, and An Orman's Allegiance, which are all available at online retailers everywhere, except for Orman's Allegiance, that's available on Amazon right now. And I'm also the author of the Gibson Newsletter, A Year in Review. The 3 fiction books is a part of a futuristic sci-fi romance series called the Tucson SET series, which is basically a short summary about it is dead humans that turn into superhero hybrids, and in the midst of it, they find their soulmates and they fall in love in the process. And all of that stuff will be found in the, I'll be sure to post a link down below on all of my books, everything that you want to know about me, I'll post it down below. I have a YouTube channel, I have a Twitter page, and I have a Facebook page. So all that description, I'll leave that in the link down below. So, so I recently took the VARK questionnaire, and it told me that I'm a multimodal learner, which kind of makes sense to me because of the fact that I use reading and writing strategies, and I use kinesthetic strategies. So I use both of these. One example of reading and writing is whenever I need to write a list or I need to go over something, I usually have to write it down in order for me to fully understand it. Trying to think like sometimes there'll be times whereas in one of my classes, I would have to do a critical reflection journal. And in the midst of me having to do that, I have to write down the questions and figure out how I'm going to respond to the question before I actually respond to it. So that would be one reading and writing strategy that I have. I work with, in some situations, I do work better when it comes to writing things down and trying to figure things out. But in other situations, like say for instance, in technology, if I have to work on, let's say, clocking in and out of a job or an app online, I basically have to use the kinesthetic version because of the fact that they literally have to show me what I need to do in order for me to fully get it. Sometimes reading and writing doesn't really help because technology can sometimes be a little hands-on. So it's like, I have to be hands-on. Now I have to work it. I have to figure out what needs to go where and things like that. So those are some of the things that I work on. And then kinesthetic strategies is also case studies and different points of view and things like that. And that's something that I need to do on a daily basis when it comes to me being a teacher in daycare setting. I forgot to say that. Yeah. So besides me being a self-published author, I'm also currently in between jobs as a infant and toddler teacher. At my last job, I was a toddler teacher, but unfortunately, I had to leave that job, and so I think I'm going to require a new job starting this year, hopefully, as an infant teacher. So I use the kinesthetic strategies for case studies and stuff like that whenever I use the infant and toddler side to my job, and the reading and writing when it comes to the self-publishing part of my job. So there were times where reading and writing strategies, as a learner, there'll be like papers where you have to do comparing and contrasting different types of novels. So back when I had a bachelor's degree in creative writing from Columbia College Chicago, we literally had to do, there was a whole entire class, excuse me one second. There was a whole entire class on us just reading 2 or 3 different books and literally having expository writing, whereas we had to literally read and talk about the books that we were reading, like what we noticed about the books and what storytelling techniques could be applied to the stories that we write about. So that was one of the things that I think is beneficial when it comes to expository writing and creative writing. If you blend them in together, the first part could be where you're talking about buying a book, whatever genre that is, and actually reading it, and not just reading it, but studying it, different storytelling techniques. And then the last half of the class could be about writing, actually doing the writing process within itself, like doing the pre-writing, writing out the stuff and things like that. So that's something that I'm somewhat familiar with because that's what I had to do as a learner. So that resonated with me on a lot of things. So I think that's basically about it. I would love to hear the feedback from everybody else when it comes to this discussion post. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. And by the way, Happy New Year. Bye.